Los Angeles, open your eyes and listen closely, because the ground is shifting beneath our feet. We are standing on the precipice of a decision-making process that will define the Los Angeles Rams for the next 5 years. This is not just about a simple roster adjustment. This is about a fundamental change in philosophy. Sources are lighting up the phone lines, indicating a massive strategic pivot involving draft capital and a shocking potential addition to the quarterback room. The front office is moving with a level of aggression and calculation that we have not seen since the Super Bowl run. Something major is brewing in the war room.
Let's get straight to the business at hand, because the implications of this report are absolutely staggering for the future of this franchise. According to a fresh, detailed mock draft simulation released yesterday, February 24th, by A to Z Sports, the Los Angeles Rams are not just looking to pick players, they are looking to manipulate the entire board. The report outlines a massive trade scenario, a blockbuster move designed to accumulate a war chest of draft picks. We are talking about the Rams moving back, trading down, and stockpiling assets to completely rebuild the depth of this roster. This is a significant departure from the F them picks mentality we have grown accustomed to. This is about longevity. This is about sustainability. And who are they targeting with this newfound capital? The simulation points directly to the offensive trenches and the secondary. Specifically, we are hearing the name Connor Lew, the center out of Auburn, and defensive back Traden Stukes from Arizona in the intermediate rounds. Let me break down why Connor Lew is the name you need to know. In the National Football League, if you cannot control the line of scrimmage, you cannot win. Period. The Rams know this better than anyone. Matthew Stafford is not getting any younger, and the interior of that offensive line must be a fortress. Connor Lew brings that SEC pedigree, that grit, and that intelligence required to anchor a line in the NFC West. You are facing pass rushes that are designed to destroy game plans, and drafting a center like Lew signals a commitment to protecting the franchise quarterback at all costs. Then you look at Traden Stukes from Arizona. The secondary has been a roller coaster. You need bodies, you need athleticism, and you need playmakers who can fly around the field. Stukes fits the mold of a versatile defender who can contribute immediately on special teams and grow into a role in the rotation. Now let me switch gears and tell you how I really feel about this, because when I see the Los Angeles Rams trading down, when I see them looking for quantity over elite quality at the top of the draft, I have to ask the question, are we trying to win now, or are we trying to be cute? I understand the logic, I understand the need for depth, but this is the Los Angeles Rams. We want stars. We want impact players who change the game the second they step off the bus. If you are going to trade down, if you are going to pass on blue-chip talent to accumulate picks for guys like Connor Lew and Traden Stukes, you better be right. There is no margin for error here. Les Snead, I'm talking to you. You have built a reputation as a wizard, a magician who pulls rabbits out of hats, but if you trade away a chance at a premier talent just to get more bodies, those bodies better be able to play. The offensive line was a disaster recently until they fixed it. You cannot afford to miss on a center. If Connor Lew comes in here, he needs to be a wall. He needs to be a mauler. We cannot have Matthew Stafford running for his life because we decided to get fancy with draft value charts instead of taking the best player available. And let's talk about the defense. Losing Aaron Donald changed the entire geometry of this defense. You think a mid-round DB from Arizona is going to fix the holes left by the departure of a generational talent? I am skeptical. I need to see dogs on that field. I need to see intensity. Traden Stukes better come in here with a chip on his shoulder the size of the Hollywood sign. The NFC West is an arms race. The 49ers are physical. The Seahawks are retooling. The Cardinals are getting better. If the Rams think they can just fill the roster with mid-round picks and compete for a Super Bowl, they might be in for a rude awakening. However, if this trade-down strategy works, if they turn one pick into 3 contributors, it could be the masterstroke that extends the championship window. But the pressure is on, the clock is ticking, and every single fan in Los Angeles is watching to see if this gamble pays off. But wait, because if you think the draft strategy is controversial, wait until you hear what they are planning for the most important position on the field.
If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get these exclusive insider breakdowns before anyone else, make sure you smash that subscribe button right now. Do not miss a single update as we track every move this offseason.
If you thought the draft strategy was bold, brace yourselves, because the rumors circulating regarding the quarterback position are absolutely explosive. A new trade proposal is making the rounds in the dark corners of the NFL insider circles, and it places a dynamic former starting quarterback squarely on the radar of the Los Angeles Rams. We are discussing a move that has been debated in the last few hours, a strategic acquisition aimed at fortifying the quarterback room not just for today, but specifically with an eye toward the 2026 season. The term being used here is dynamic. We are not talking about a stationary pocket passer to hold a clipboard. We are talking about an athlete, a player with starting experience who brings mobility and versatility to the table. This is a move to offer an experienced alternative, a safety net, and potentially a bridge to the future. Let's analyze the tactical implications of this. Matthew Stafford is the guy. There is no dispute there.
When healthy, he is one of the best slingers of the football this league has ever seen. But look at the calendar. Look at the injury history. The Rams are smart enough to know that they are playing with fire if they do not have a viable, high-upside option behind him. The league has evolved. The days of the statue quarterback are fading. Defenses are too fast, too complex. Having a dynamic quarterback in the room, someone who can extend plays, someone who can run an RPO, someone who forces the defense to account for their legs, changes the way you practice and prepares you for the worst-case scenario. This trade proposal suggests the Rams are looking for a reclamation project, a former starter who has talent but needs the Sean McVay ecosystem to unlock it. This is about 2026. This is about ensuring that if Stafford walks away or gets hurt, the franchise does not fall off a cliff into irrelevance. Now let me tell you why this gets my blood pumping. This is exactly the kind of move that separates the contenders from the pretenders. You cannot sit there and tell me you are comfortable with the backup situation without a proven commodity. We have seen too many seasons derailed, too many dreams shattered because the starting quarterback went down and the guy coming off the bench looked like a deer in headlights. The Rams are saying no more. They are looking at a dynamic option because they understand the reality of the modern NFL. You need insurance, and not just cheap insurance. You need premium insurance. If this former starter comes in, he brings competition. He brings a spark. He pushes the room. But I have to ask, who is it? And why now? Is there something we don't know about Stafford's long-term durability? When a team starts aggressively shopping for a dynamic former starter with a focus on 2026, it signals that they are preparing for life after their franchise icon. That is a hard pill to swallow for some fans, but it is the cold, hard truth of the business. You would rather be a year early than a year late replacing a legend. This proposed trade is an admission that the status quo is not good enough. It is an admission that the Rams need to get younger, faster, and more athletic at the most critical position in sports. I applaud the audacity. I applaud the foresight. But let's be clear, bringing in a former starter with a dynamic skill set is a double-edged sword. If he plays well in the preseason, the fans will start whispering. If Stafford throws an interception, the whispers turn to shouts. It creates a narrative. It creates pressure. And frankly, that's exactly what this team needs. They need to feel the heat. They need to know that nobody's job is safe forever. This is about survival in the NFC West. You have Kyler Murray running around in Arizona. You have the physicality of San Francisco. You cannot be one-dimensional. Adding a dynamic element to the quarterback room gives Sean McVay a new toy to play with, a new wrinkle in the offense that defensive coordinators have to lose sleep over. This is a chess move, plain and simple. It is about maximizing the 53-man roster. It is about ensuring that the Los Angeles Rams remain a powerhouse, not just in 2024 or 2025, but deep into 2026 and beyond. This trade proposal, if it goes through, changes the complexion of the entire offseason.
We are witnessing a franchise that refuses to be complacent. Between a massive draft trade-down strategy to build the trenches with guys like Connor Lew and a bold proposal to bring in a dynamic veteran quarterback for the future, the Rams are loading up. They are telling the rest of the league that they are not going anywhere. But I need to hear from you. Is trading down the right move, or should they hunt for stars? And who is this mystery quarterback you want to see in a Rams uniform? Drop your comments below. Let's get the debate started. This is your team. This is our time. Stay tuned.